En estos tiempos de guerra en el Estado de Israel, hay personas dentro del pueblo judío que se han destacado por su noble labor. Uno de ellos es el Rabino Yisroel Goldberg, quien fundó un centro en el que se recibe a los soldados junto con sus familiares para rehabilitarlos y reintegrarlos a la sociedad. ¿Pero cómo se lleva a cabo esta tarea? En entrevista para Enlace Judío, el Rabino Goldberg nos explica.
El siguiente video está en inglés. Activa el subtitulaje automático de YouTube en las opciones. Luego, en configuración activa la traducción automática al español.
$250 ago, Chabad was founded by the Alter Rebbe Rabbi Shneur Zalman. He wrote the Tanya, and what the Alter Rebbe introduced to the world was learning the teachings of the Kabbalah in a way that we can understand. That's what Chabad is. Chokhmah, Bina, Da'at. Taking the beautiful, lofty concepts that are way beyond us and to bring it into our mind. It changes us to be a better person, a different person, when we know that we are learning Torah in the highest levels of the Torah and we're able to bring it into our day-to-day lives. That's number one. Number two, Chabad is exceptional in Ahavat Yisrael. Not only loving a Jew that you come in contact with, but to go outward, outreach, to go to the farthest places of the world, to find a Jew. Maybe there's someone there that their neshama, their soul, is crying out. Maybe they don't even know that they're looking, but the neshama knows that it's looking. And that's why the Rebbe he sent shluchim, he sent emissaries to the entire world, and in the big cities, even to the small communities, because maybe there's one Jew, maybe another community, another place that will be in need of this inspiration, and that's why we're there. And so a lot of my friends are all around the world. I myself did shlichut in different places. I was in France for 2 years. I started the Chabad Center in Firenze, Florence in Italy. I was in a number of other places, but for 6 years I was upstate New York, and then 15 years ago, Baruch Hashem, my wife and I and the children, we moved to Jerusalem, best place in the world, the center of the world, and everyone is invited to come and visit. Being in the best place in the world, in the middle of Jerusalem, from the first moment of the war, we've been involved with the chayalim that have been going out to the front line, mainly their wives. Their wives stay at home with the little babies and they cannot function. We cannot imagine what stress they're going through, just not knowing what's happening with their husbands, and they can't do even day-to-day things. So from the beginning of the war, my wife and I, mainly my wife, has been in touch with, on a very large level, with over 150 nishot miluim, the wives of the local reservists. And this is our way to say thank you and to reach out to the heroes. The wives are heroes just like their husbands. Their husbands are going out in the front line, and I can show you a video later where you hear where one of the few of the chayalim, they say, when we are fighting on the front line and we know that our wives are taken care of and their children are taken care of, then they are better soldiers. So it's a great bracha that we are able to bring such a success for the chayalim and for the wives, for the children, and especially now that we've established several months ago a center, not just doing activities with them, which is amazing. For example, we gave them a coupon for a spa for the couple. When the husband comes out of the war, they can have a good time. We want them to know that we're taking care of them. That's why we called our center Merkaz Pinuk Lachayalim, a special place. Pinuk is just a place where they can feel good, to pamper them, to feel great. And this is a place where we give physical therapy through reflexology, other kinds of massages, and a special, sorry, I'm drawing a blank. The massage recliner, and to see a chayal come and to enjoy. This is really what the chayalim need, and also emotional therapy, because starting now, most probably for a very long time, they're going to need this therapy. And so therefore, what's the model that we have made is that we've created is a local place in the center of Jerusalem. I'm sure there are many, many more soldiers that can use our help 24/7, around the clock, or I call it 25/8, overtime. I think it's very beautiful that whenever they're in need, they can come right here. They don't have to look for a big professor a few hours away or wait 5 weeks or go to a big city. Right here in Jerusalem, right in the center, we're there for them. And we've created this community, and this is, I believe, this is the real long-term solution for the very, very the very needed help that the soldiers need. It's not only for them, it's also for their wives, for the kids, for the parents, for the entire family. One of the amazing things that we're doing with the families of the soldiers is that we've established a gymboree, a place that the mothers and the kids can come and play just to have a good time. So several months ago when we opened it, we did the Chanukat Habayit, the inauguration. So one of the Chavrat Knesset, she came to the event to show respect and to say a few words for the wives of the IDF reservists. One of the wives, on her own, came over to the Chavrat Knesset and she said to her, if not for Shoshi Goldberg, that's my wife, if not for Shoshi Goldberg, the Hebrew, Haiti mitmotetet, I would just flip out, I would not be able to survive. And so that's just coming from the wife of one of the soldiers. I think that says everything, that we're literally saving lives. When I do see a soldier coming in that's just come out of Gaza for 2 months, and they receive work from the reflexologist, just relaxing, that is the most fulfilling thing for me. And the best thing is, I can send you a video where you can hear where they themselves are speaking, and you can hear about one of the wives of the soldiers, what she herself says on the video, how much she was totally lost until my wife came along and called her out of the blue, from nowhere. She couldn't believe that someone actually cares about her, and my wife was suggesting, she felt that she was embarrassed to ask. And my wife gave her a wonderful feeling that she doesn't have to be embarrassed. That's why we're here. And it's not easy to find babysitters, but we made a big effort. And the fact itself that we came to do the laundry, it's these little things that make a huge difference. That's a great question. There are a number of ways that a person can help. Number one, I think it's important for people to know that there is such a thing. And that's why I'm here to spread the news. And I want people to understand and to realize that there is such a great practical way to make a positive difference in their lives. A lot of people are doing wonderful projects from the beginning of the war. But now a lot of people want to know, how can we have a long-term influence and an effect to enhance the lives of the soldiers and their families. And so this is a perfect way. In my humble opinion, I think it's the best way because it's most practical. It's right there. They live right by us. We've created this community of 150 similar-minded families. So even just to come and to sit around and to have a great time in this center, I think this is really what they need if we want to make a big difference. Like, for example, somebody called me up from New Jersey and he said he wants to establish a new $100,000 loan-free fund to help them start businesses. Because unfortunately, they're having real issues with Shalom Bayit. They come home and they're a different person after they've seen the crazy scenarios that they've experienced for several months. And to be able to be there for them and to give them hopefully guidance. The issue is that most of them deny that they have issues. That's the biggest problem. And so are they going to go to some big center? Maybe yes, maybe no. Probably it's going to be challenging when they have the issue. But if there's a place that they come to and they enjoy and they feel at home and they feel as a family, there's a very good chance that they're going to, with time, they're going to realize that they have issues without lecturing them that they have issues, and hopefully we'll be able to help them, Bezrat Hashem, with starting new businesses. If you're looking for one thing that just popped into my mind, one of the families we've been helping, this is unbelievable. This is a family from Shlomi. The soldier, I'll send you the video later, you can see it for yourself. He, in the beginning of the war, in central Yerushalayim, a lot of the hotels became filled with many people from the north for over a year. And so this family, we've been helping them on a daily basis. He was 500 days in the war. We can't imagine. It's enough to be in a hotel. You can't live in a hotel long term. Hotel is nice for a week here or 3 days there, but to live in a hotel is I feel so bad. The little babies, little kids, you can't raise a family properly. You can't have normal life in a hotel. But Baruch Hashem, we were able to help them out. And for that soldier to know that he was, I think, on the one of the important people in Shlomi, and he's all of a sudden his whole family is in Yerushalayim, a place they don't know, they're not familiar with, and then to know that he is for over 500 days in the war, this is something which is very, very helpful for him, and it was a great bracha that we can give him also the enjoyment whenever he came home, that he should also be part of the happiness and the activities of Mapal, Merkaz Pinuk L'Chayalim. You're welcome to find out more information on our website, idflounge.com. And this is exactly what it's called. This is the Merkaz Pinuk L'Chayalim. And there are different ways that you can help, and I really, really appreciate it. That would be a great zchut. I want to say that, number one, it's very important for everybody to come to Yerushalayim, to come to Israel. Even being in Israel itself is a bracha for us, and B'ezrat Hashem, a bracha for you to take back to Mexico, to take back to Chutz La'aretz, because Yerushalayim is Oro Shel Olam. It's the light of the world. That's number one. Number two, I give a special bracha, also connected to what you asked me earlier. Saying a Perek Tehillim, a chapter of Tehillim every day, is very powerful. It's not like, oh, what can I do being far away? We're all connected. We're all one family. We're all brothers and sisters. And when you think about us, when you give tzedakah over here in Mexico, and you think that it's for the zechut of the chayalim and the neshot miluim in Israel, that has a special bracha and a special yeshua and a protection for our soldiers. And B'ezrat Hashem, the more people come to Eretz Yisrael, I want to invite all of you to come and check out the Mapal, Merkaz Pinuk L'Chayalim. I think it'll be very, very special, and that itself will bring bracha for all of Am Yisrael.